Welcome back to our YouTube channel, guys. Today I brought you to a very, very special dear place. Of course, the view is beautiful, as you can see, but I am actually in my old neighborhood where I used to live when I was a kid. And I came to the school that I used to go to when I was a child as well. I'm going to show you. So this is the school that I attended when I was 6 years old. My grandma would used to bring me here, and we actually lived down that way. I'm gonna take you and show you where I used to live when I was a kid. But I do remember having to go up a bunch of stairs as a child to get to my school. And as I was just kind of roaming the streets, I remembered this was the stairway that I used to go up to get to school, which is right here. And this school, I pictured it to be so much bigger, and it's actually really small. I don't know, for some reason I remember it being this ginormous school that I used to go to, but looking at it from here, it's not that big. And my dream is to be able to give back to this school. You know, I came back to Puerto Vallarta in Mexico with the intentions to be able to give back somehow, some way, some shape, some form. When I was in the United States, many people know this, but I was a high school soccer coach. And I, just dealt with children a lot. And I miss that. I miss that about my life. I miss being able to be a mentor to kids and just being able to give back to the community somehow. And after putting some thought into it, I was like, you know what would be great? Going back to the school that I attended when I was a kid and figure out a way to give back. Even if it's just by volunteering my time and maybe giving English lessons, or I don't know, something. But I'm gonna be back here. I'm gonna find the principal, and I'm gonna see what I can do to be able to do something for this school. But sorry, I just remember being a kid with my grandma here. Just memories coming back, man. Anyways, sorry guys, I had a moment there. Just started to remember what life used to be back when I had my grandma in my life. Anyways, I'm gonna take you downstairs and show you where I used to live. So this is the stairway, or the stairs, that I used to climb when I was a kid. And as you can see, it's not terrible, but one last look. But I'm gonna be back. And yeah, so this is making my way down. I remember going up and seeing all of these like apartments. I think they are, because I don't think they're houses. And sometimes people would be sitting by the windows, by the doors, and they'd just wave at you. Buenos dias, buenas tardes, depending on the time of the day. And these doors usually always stay open. And yeah, man, this is the neighborhood where I used to live. I'm actually gonna go across to my car and get my mic so you guys can hear me clearly, or better, as I'm walking down these streets. It's truly surreal being back here. You know, I had come to this neighborhood prior, since I've been living here, but I had never walked upstairs. And walking upstairs was definitely a moment, to say the least. Anyways, we're almost down. Buenas tardes. All right, and this is the neighborhood. I'm gonna show you guys the apartments of where I used to live. I'm gonna make my way down over there, but first I'm gonna go to my car and get my mic. I'm also gonna show you where my grandma used to have a taco stand when I was a kid. I used to go with her and work with her even at the age of 6 years old. I would help her out as much as I could. So I'm gonna take you guys there and show you where she used to have her taco stand as well. I'm sure the emotions are gonna get the best out of me, so y'all gonna have to bear with me today, because this is taking you back to the good old days. All right, so I got my mics, and Now I'm just walking around. So I lived in some apartments that are down that way, but I don't remember this being here when I was a kid. I do remember this. I remember those, like the swing and the seesaw, but I don't remember this basketball court being here. It might have been here, but it looks, I don't know, it looks kind of new. So I don't remember, but I do remember all of these houses being set up the way they are. Man, I can't say much because I'm just thinking back of when we were kids. I'm gonna sit down for a minute. So we lived in Puerto Vallarta for, I don't remember, it wasn't that long, but I lived here long enough to go to school. I lived here long enough for my grandma to have her own little taco stand. I couldn't tell you exactly how many years or how many months we stayed in Vallarta, but oh man, I wanted to do this vlog at some point. I just knew it wouldn't be easy because in the midst of trying to explain what I remember, I get caught up in the memories and the emotions of just walking these streets as a kid, man. I'm gonna bring my kids here and show them where their dad used to live when he was a kid and what school he used to go to. But I do really mean it. I really want to go back to that school and be able to give back some way, some shape, some form. Anyways, enough yapping. Let me go show you where I used to live. So all of these little bridges that you can see to go to the other side, I also remember those because there's one in particular that we used to have to cross to get to my grandma's taco stand. And I do remember that there was a pharmacy right across from it. And I don't remember why I remember that pharmacy, but I do remember it for some odd reason. Anyways, we're almost there. Check this mural out. I know when my mom sees this vlog, she's gonna probably get a little emotional too. All right, so I don't want to make it seem weird, like I'm recording people. There's a lot of motorcycles this way, but these are the apartments where I used to live, right there. These are the apartments. I'm pretty sure we were on this tower. It was one of these two, C or B. I think it was B, and it was the second floor. And so we would walk down that way to get to the school where I was at when I started this vlog. And we would walk this way to get to my grandma's taco stand. But this is where I used to live back in the 90s as a kid here in Puerto Vallarta. Now let's go and show you where my grandma used to have her taco stand. I know there's a little bridge coming up that we're gonna have to cross to get to the place, and there's the pharmacy. See, I knew it. I knew there was a pharmacy. All right, let me take you over there. Actually, it's not this one. I think there's another one that's a little closer to the corner of where she used to work. I hope when I look at these clips, you can hear me because of all the bikes that come across this road here. They are literally everywhere. Loud too. All right, so there's the little bridge. It's crazy how I remember these things, but I mean, I was 6 years old, so it's not like I was a toddler. So this is the bridge, the little bridge that we used to cross. And just as I stated, there's the taco stand and the pharmacy right across it. It's still there. All right, I am sitting right in front of it. This is where my grandma used to sell tacos, right here, this stand. And there's the pharmacy that I used to run across to get drinks when I was a kid. And our apartments are right over there on that side. Sometimes I wish there was somebody that remembered my grandma, but it's a big city. I'm sure people have come and gone over the course of the years, but if there was just one person that I could talk to and ask them if they remember about the lady that used to sell tacos right here in this corner, it would make my day, man. All right, we're gonna go back to the car. So now I am directly across the apartments on the other side of the street, and this is just, the house is beautiful right there. I never realized how nice of a neighborhood, I guess we could say, we used to live in. This area is, I don't know, it's just really pretty. I don't know what it is about it. Maybe it's just a nostalgia of remembering what life used to be like when we lived here, but it is overall a nice neighborhood. Excuse me, I just burped. And I see some foreigners walking around too. Maybe Europeans, Canadians, Americans, who knows, but there's one over there by the bridge, as a matter of fact. And if you've watched this vlog or have stuck around, just want to say I appreciate you. Appreciate you watching, supporting, commenting, liking, because that gets me closer to what I want to do with my platform and what I want to do in the city and give back to it in the best way that I can. All right, guys, we're back in the car. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being a part of this vlog if you're still around. As I stated earlier in the vlog, I want to come back and talk to the principal at the school and be able to hopefully figure something out so I can be able to give back somehow. Even if it's just volunteering my time to start and giving maybe some English classes to the kids, that would be awesome. That would be a full circle moment for me. But I want to take it beyond that. I want to be able to do more than just volunteer for classes and doing little things like that. I actually want to give back to the city, give back to the youth, to the kids that are in need. Because one thing that I do miss about my life in the United States was when I was a soccer coach. I miss being around children. I miss being a role model. I miss motivating them to be better, to feel better, to be a better person every single day, and just being able to give back to the community. I miss that part of my life a lot. And being back in Puerto Vallarta, I want to figure out how to get back into that, and just being able to give back to the community, specifically the youth. So Candice, I know a lot of you have subscribed because of her channel and have come to my channel. She's a great friend, and she has truly inspired me to do something like that because of what she does for her kindergarten over there in her pueblo. And it's something that I look at and I admire, and I want to aspire to be able to do something similar for the kids of Puerto Vallarta, because although it is a city, it is a touristy area. There's a lot of money here. There are a lot of communities, there are a lot of children, there are a lot of families that are in need. Sometimes even it's just basic school uniforms. Sometimes it's books, little things like that. But I want to start with that school, the school that I used to attend when I was a kid, and we'll see where life takes us from there, man. But I'm gonna make I'm gonna follow it up with another vlog when I come and talk to the principal. Who knows, maybe she'll be like, nah, we're good, right? Maybe she won't even want the help or anything like that. So I'm getting my hopes up, but I have a feeling in my heart that it's all going to go well, and I'm gonna be able to somehow, some way, some shape, some form, be able to get back to that school in some way. If you like this kind of content, man, just hit that subscribe button and make sure you stick around to watch the follow-up video, because I am going to be back. I am going to talk to the principal, and I'm going to see if there's any way that I can start giving back to my city and to the youth. So I will catch you guys in the next vlog. And once again, man, to all of you that have subscribed in the last couple of days, that comment, that like, just know it means the world to me, because it gets me a step closer to the goals that I want to accomplish in my life back in Puerto Vallarta and back in my city. So we'll catch you in the next vlog, and take care.